Welcome to Unchained here on Pahrump News. I'm your host, Deanna O'Donnell. We hope that you are having a great night tonight. Hope you had a wonderful primary election season there. Congratulations to all the winners of that election, and we'll be seeing everybody in November for that general election for the runoffs in this election. Of course, you can keep up to date with everything that's going on the Pahrump News Facebook page. Well, when we come back from this break, we're going to have our special guest tonight, and that is a veteran, and it is Darwin Bellemore with the Disabled American Veterans Transportation. We're going to find out all about that when we return.
Sponsored by 1-2 Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile. Express Diesel and Auto, certified mechanics that service all vehicles and diesels too. Light to heavy duty repairs. Family owned and operated, your hometown diesel specialist. Give us a call at 775-751-2020 or stop by 970 Pahrump Valley Boulevard, just south of the Highway 372 roundabout. That's 775-751-2020. Express Diesel and Auto, home of the 1-hour oil change. Axe Exterminators. Give those pests the axe. Give them a call today for general pest control, rodents, termites, bed bugs, and so much more in Pahrump, Amargosa, Beatty, and surrounding areas. 775-990-2065.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Darwin Bellemore from the DAV Transportation Department. How are you doing?
Doing very well, thank you.
I'm so happy to have you on the show.
We've been around you many years, and it's about time we did this, yes.
I know, huh?
Yep.
We're always hanging out.
Yeah, whether it be over to one of the wineries or meeting up there or any other events we had in town.
Yeah.
I've seen you at craft shows and many different places through the years.
And, of course, we just saw each other at the Memorial Day events.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And so it was a pleasure seeing everybody there. It's something special I hold to my heart.
I love those events, don't you?
I do, you know, and I do as many as I can.
Yeah.
And we got 4th of July coming up, and I'll be putting our big DAV van in the 4th of July parade, so that's coming up. I also do Beatty Days every year, and then, we do other, spots where we can, the Veterans Extravaganza, and wherever we can.
Yeah, that's a great event as well. And so we're gearing up for that 250th birthday for the 4th of July, and that's going to be, I think, a really good parade, too, as well.
I hope so. I hope it'll be a lot of people turning out to see it.
Tell everybody what the DAV Transportation is, because I know we have the van, and you've been driving, and he's got all of these wonderful pins all over him. Tell us all about it.
Okay. DAV Transportation is our Disabled American Veterans. And we have volunteers that man these vehicles and drive our veterans from here in Pahrump to Las Vegas for their medical appointments. Because DAV is manned by volunteers, there is no charge for any veteran or their spouse or caregiver to ride in a DAV van. We have 4 separate vehicles here. One is a big 9-passenger Ford Transit, which I put in the parades. And then I have a couple of Dodge Caravans and Ford Flexes that we can do this. These are government vehicles that are kept here in Pahrump. We actually park them over near the ambulance entrance at the hospital. I have 5 other volunteer drivers beside myself.
Wow.
I had decided back at the first of the year when I crossed 75,000 miles driving that I was going to take myself out of the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I still do dispatch. We transport between 60 and 70 veterans a month.
Wow.
We have local transportation we do. I have one gal that does just local runs for the vets that need to get to the VA clinic here. We do medical appointments only. So if somebody says I got to go to the bank or the grocery store, I can't do those.
Yeah.
These vehicles, they are owned by the VA. We are all badged and checked out by the VA, do background investigation on us. We do an annual physical for hearing, heart, everything. So our vets are in good hands.
And I mean, it is a trek to get up to that VA hospital up there. There's other medical appointments that you're going to as well, right? I mean, just not just the VA hospital, but other ones in Las Vegas, different.
Okay, as long as they are set up and paid for by the VA, they have what they call community care runs.
Oh.
If the VA hospital or community care center can't get to you in a reasonable amount of time, they say we can send you to another doctor, another provider, and the VA will cover that. So I can do those. But if somebody says, I'm on Medicaid and I need to go do my doctor's appointment for Medicaid or Medicare, I can't do those runs.
Yeah. It's really great that you have so many drivers right now, because I remember for a while you guys were really looking for drivers.
And I'm still looking for drivers.
Yeah.
Because, now that summer is here, folks want to take vacation.
Yeah.
So
how dare they?
Heaven forbid they'd give up volunteering, to take some time for their own. So, yeah, I'm always looking for another volunteer. Right now, I've got, one that'll go on vacation. His wife has a bucket list. And the last time they were gone for 2 weeks and went to the Galapagos Islands for 10 days.
Yeah,
So-
they're going to adopt me, I'm sure.
So I told him my son can be adopted. It's like,
Exactly.
I'm available. I got a passport. I can go. And they turned me down. But,
Darn it.
So and this year they're going to go do a European river cruise, and there'll
wonderful.
be 10 days there, and that's coming up this
That's
summer.
fantastic.
So
Is the drivers always veterans that are driving?
no, actually, 2 of my drivers are not veterans.
Oh, okay.
So it's not required. The VA does an extensive background investigation on us to make sure we're not sketchy people.
Yeah.
And they do that.
Not going to steal their vans?
Yep, not going to steal their vans, and they check our driving records and make sure we
Yes.
got good driving records. And and sometimes accidents do happen.
Yeah.
They're called accidents, not on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
And we had one of our vets here, one of our drivers about 2 years ago that was involved in an accident here in town.
Yeah,
So, and, he was able to continue driving, and-
That's good.
But, and the VA is mindful of these things also,
Yeah.
but the VA, they license, insure, they maintain them, they gas them, they do everything.
yeah.
So the DAV puts the volunteer in the seat,
Yeah.
and that's
And
it.
what a great job for volunteerism. I mean, there's so much that you must be getting back from just being able to take these veterans to their appointments.
It is, when you're on the road for 2 hours each direction, you talk, you get to know folks, and you build a rapport.
Yeah.
Some folks have built friendships with, and we'll leave here and maybe go to the races in Vegas, or
Yeah.
we'll go shooting together.
In the DAV
things
van.
like this. Oh no, it'd be nice, and use the gas card, but no, unfortunately, we go on our own vehicles.
That's
we do
wonderful.
that.
What a great thing to
So
volunteer.
that you do build relationships,
Yeah.
and after been with them so long, and it hurts when you lose one. It does.
Yeah.
Especially after you built time and rapport.
And that is something that, when you get older, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah. It's like we're all getting older.
Yep.
But no, everybody, I usually don't have any problems with any vets, and
No.
and sometimes we make the vehicle a little crowded.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll have 3, 4 people in one vehicle, or
Yeah.
I'll put 5 or 6 in that big 9-passenger
Yeah.
van. And
Then you guys
but
just have a party.
well, it makes for a long day, because I needed about 15 minutes between picking people up.
Oh, yeah.
So if we have to be at the VA hospital at 8 o'clock, we're rolling by 6.
Yeah.
And if I got to pick up another person, I'm going to get them at 5:45, and the one before that at 5:30,
Yeah.
and the one before that at 5:15. It makes for a long day sometimes.
But they're veterans. They don't mind getting up there.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised as they've gotten older, they've gotten crankier
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
But no, they understand that, it's.
But they're there
that's part with
15
it.
minutes early anyways.
So, and no, it's door-to-door service. We pick them up at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
So, they don't have to come meet us anywhere. And some of our older
That's
folks, they just don't have the ability to drive. Or they said, there's no chance I'm driving to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll putter around here, but
It is hard, though. The VA was doing some virtual appointments. Are they still doing that?
they still do virtual appointments. They do. And whenever they can, they try to do local appointments here at our local, VA clinic here.
Yes.
They call it the CBOC, which is community-based outreach clinic, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's how we do local ones.
Well, we're blessed to even have that little clinic here. I mean,
We are, and it gets a lot of use.
Yeah,
It does. And the folks there are incredible, you know, and along with the DAV and the VFW both, you know, we're all here to help our veterans out, whether it's for help needs filing claims for medical issues. Maybe they got something they can do with Agent Orange and get the benefits from
Is
from
Bob
that.
Hammond still doing that?
Bob Hammond is
Yeah.
still doing that,
And Brandy helps out a lot with what?
Brandy helps a lot, and so does Debbie. So I have a good rapport with most of these folks there, and because they'll contact me and say, I got a vet that needs a ride, and it's like we have to get them there for different appointments. If they need to qualify for a disability, they need to go see doctors. So, and we provide that transportation.
Oh, fantastic. Tell everybody what the pins are about.
Well, I started driving about a year before COVID hit us. So that was around April of 2019 is when I started driving. And then COVID didn't shut everything down. And then afterward, they said, okay, well, you got a badge, and you just tell us what days you're available to drive, and we'll call you. And I got this brand new 2020 van sitting there, and I got the keys, and I got my badges, and I wasn't getting any phone calls.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay. And then one of the guys I had met previously, he had my personal number because we talked about working on vehicles. And he says, I've been trying to get through this number in Vegas to make an appointment. Nobody will answer the phone. I can't get there. He says, it's Wednesday. Can you bring me?
Yeah.
And I said, I got it all. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go. So I brought him down there. I met my new boss. And I asked them, I said, what's, about the phone system? They said they hired 6 people to answer phones just for dispatch.
Yeah.
4 of them quit.
Oh, no.
So that left 2 of them. And if one goes on lunch, there's only one other person working, and they have other duties outside answering the phone for dispatch. So nobody was getting that. So I brought him back home that Friday and thought about it over the weekend. I said, this ain't right.
Yeah.
And
because
that's
there's
not
veterans that are not being able to get to their
exactly.
appointments.
And so each one of our vehicles has a government flip phone.
Yeah.
And it had a phone number on there. And we were already running an advertisement in the paper about this new phone number in Vegas for dispatch.
Yeah.
So I went down in the newspaper and I said, you need to change it to this number.
Yeah.
They said, we'd be happy to, no problem.
Yeah.
And I went to the VA clinic and I went over to the VFW and the DAV and I told them, this is a new number for dispatch. And then I told my new boss. He says, you can't do that. VA has procedures. You just can't go through and change things.
Oh, no, yeah.
He says, you're going to have to change this back.
Oh,
I
no.
says, that ain't going to happen. You know what it's going to take to undo it? I says, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
So that's how I got dispatch.
Oh, okay.
So, and
you avoided all that red tape from the government. Oh, no.
so, yeah, nobody was really thrilled about it. Then I started doing the dispatch, taking it, and then as I was putting in the volunteer hours answering the phone, so now I got a phone that I've been answering from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it was getting busy. And then I was also doing the driving. At the time, I had only one other driver. So we're trying to catch all this stuff up. Now I gotta need more drivers. And they said, well, I said, I need another vehicle. They said, no, what do you already got one. I says, but we got people, we gotta move. I need another vehicle. And my boss was like, okay, well, I guess if you need it. And I said, here's my numbers, He says, okay. So he gave me another vehicle, and then I said I need another vehicle, and it kept growing. So I got and I have my own little fleet of 4. And so putting in these hours that I was doing and the driving is how the VA gives us these different pins.
Yeah.
So the VA does them, the DAV does them also.
Oh, okay.
So we have like 2,500 hours over here, and these are from the VA.
Oh, okay.
And we got ones here that are for hours and mileage also from the DAV.
Oh, okay.
So I can't read them upside down.
I think it's probably coming over there.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yep.
There you go.
So I don't know how many hours are on the top pin, but we got 75,000 miles over on this other one.
Yeah.
So
Gosh dang, a lot of miles.
And I'm still doing the volunteering.
And still doing the dispatching.
And the
You know,
dispatching.
it's just unbelievably rewarding. Tell everybody that number for people to call to be dispatched if they need a ride.
Okay, so if you needed a ride for Las Vegas for VA medical appointments, the number is 702-423-4885.
All right.
And that gets you dispatch. And right now I'm answering the phones from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and that's Monday through Friday. For after hours, go ahead and leave a message, and I will go ahead and answer it the next morning.
All right. And
So-
if you're interested in being a volunteer driver,
And volunteer anything, just a driver, because the VA and the VFW, both organizations do a lot of work for our community here. So yes, volunteers are always needed, and they are very appreciative.
and that number again.
So, and that's 702-423-4885.
Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Express Diesel and Auto, certified mechanics that service all vehicles and diesels too. Light to heavy duty repairs. Family owned and operated, your hometown diesel specialist. Give us a call at 775-751-2020 or stop by 970 Pahrump Valley Boulevard, just south of the Highway 372 roundabout. That's 775-751-2020. Express Diesel and Auto, home of the 1 hour oil change.
Thanks so much, Darwin, for speaking to us about the DAV Transportation. Such important information. Right now, we're going to go to your Save a Pet with the Nye County Animal Shelter.
Sponsored by Want to Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
Hi, I'm Ashley here at the Nye County Animal Shelter, and today I have Mr. Shadow with me. He's a beautiful 2-year-old, probably collie mix. He came to us as a stray initially, and then his owner never came forward to reclaim. If you want to come on in and meet Shadow or any of his other friends, give us a call at 775-751-7020 or visit us at 1580 East Seary Lane.
All right, thanks so much, guys. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with anything going on with the Nye County Animal Shelter, they also have a very active Facebook page besides the 24petconnect.com. And you can check that out on Facebook and find out if you have an animal there that you would like to adopt and any of their upcoming events that they have as well. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Unchained here on Pahrump News. I'm your host, Deanna O'Donnell. Good night.
Axe Exterminators. Give those pests the axe. Give them a call today for general pest control, rodents, termites, bed bugs, and so much more in Pahrump, Amargosa, Beatty, and surrounding areas. 775-990-2065.